so that our lectures really stay in order and not have to pull them in to the random lecture. But nonetheless, I want to get through some of the palpation stuff before we actually have lab. I think we get way more use out of it than trying to explain all that for the first 10 minutes of every lab. All right, so fourth phase of the follicle is luteinization without ovulation, okay? And I told you the other day, what was that, Tuesday or something? Told you that it happens two ways. Very commonly, it's either I did it, iatrogenic, or there is one species in which this is a very physiological phenomenon, and it is a necessary physiological phenomenon for the propagation of that species. So let's talk physiologic, and then we'll come back, and I think that'll transition to the rest of the stuff we'll talk about today. So, anybody know which species I'm talking about in which this is a physiological phenomenon? Horse. This is the horse. The mare. Okay, this is going to be limited to the mare. Okay, as far as again a normal physiological phenomenon or occurrence. Okay, obviously this could happen as a part of a pathologic process for other species. And then again, the iatrogenic scenario will focus on the cows. Okay? So, what we're talking about in this process of luteinization without ovulation, when and where in the mare's lifetime and reproductive life cycle does this occur? Anybody know? So that's a good thought. We know that the mare has short day breeder. So that seems like a very that's a great common sense answer. I appreciate that. It's not correct at this point in time. My man Tony, what's he got over here?
When they're malnourished?
Possibly. We didn't say yesterday. If I didn't say this, malnourishment in cattle is a very, very common reason for ovarian cystic ovarian degeneration. Not enough nutrition, and we don't have we get a failure to ovulate. That's real. Not in this situation. Typically not. Anybody else want to take a stab at it? All right, let's do this. We're going to breed a mare. We're going to breed a mare today. We had a mare come in this morning. This is June, by the way. Come in, we ultrasounded her, and she has got that 35 millimeter follicle. She is getting pretty hot, and as long as we call by 9 o'clock, they can have some semen collected, and in the mail, it will be here, guaranteed FedEx by 1 p.m., and we'll breed her tomorrow. Okay? So, let's fast forward now. It's 1 o'clock. We get my FedEx shipping number and my handy dandy FedEx app. We've already determined that. So what do you want? What do you want to do with this mare? Why? I want to luteinize it. Okay, so we want to make sure she ovulates, right? We're going to guarantee that she ovulates over the next 24 hours. As soon as we get our shipment confirmed, we're going to luteinize that follicle by inducing ovulation. We can give her a dose of LH. We also said we could give GnRH, right? We could use desmorelin, that synthetic product. LH, we're talking about HCG, a human derivative. Remember, she can make antibodies to that. It is not shelf stable, very limited time span on it, but ultimately it's cheaper. So we get semen, everything goes perfect. We breed her tomorrow, semen looks great. When are you going to ask this mare to come back for a preg check? 14 days. Why? I know y'all feel good when you get it right, and then I just immediately just take it from you by asking why. So by day 16, that little embryo is going to quit rolling around, transmitting whatever that signal is for maternal recognition of pregnancy, and it's going to get locked somewhere in one of those horns. Okay? So we want to check it on day 14. Why do we want to check it on day 14 before it decides where it wants to take root? One simple reason. We do when we palpate her, but no, we really want to make sure there's. Yes. So we want it. We need to know she's pregnant, right? So twofold. One, if she's not pregnant, we got a week to time her back up, right? She's on day 14 post ovulation, so we got a week to figure out how to get semen back in her in according time. All right, so it gives us a week of planning. Two has to do with location and movement, and especially for the fact that if she has twins, and those things are mobile still, you can take your ultrasound probe and actually push one all the way apart from the other and rupture it. And it just do eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Okay? You don't know who's who, and you don't know if it's a filly, you don't know if it's a stud colt, but we'll take our probe, put it down on the floor of that pelvis, and start trying to move those embryos as far away from one another. And we can actually rupture it. And I use my probe because I watch it. I want to see it. It just pops like a little bubble, and you just get a little bit of a cellular little cloud burst there. Those mares, we will oftentimes give them a dose of Banamine. Why? Anti-prostaglandin. Okay. Don't know that it, really, really helps, but scientifically it makes sense. And we may even begin to supplement her with progesterone. Okay, by putting her on regimen. All right. So there's day 14. When am I going to ask that mare to come back for another recheck? We got 21. It's not a bad answer. If you ruptured it, you actually might. If you had to rupture it. If I didn't have to rupture something that's normal routine, I'm going to get those mares to come back at day 28. Okay? So day 14. So I'm going to breed that mare, come back in 2 weeks. She's pregnant, come back in 2 weeks. All right? And by day 28, I can see a fetal heartbeat. Somewhere around day 25, that shows up. So now I should have something that's starting to resemble a generic fetus. Okay? Looks like a living mammal might come out of this. See an umbilicus, and you can see a heartbeat. Nice flutter. All right? If I had twins, I can choose not to rupture them at day 14, wait until day 28, and hope that it undergoes a natural reduction, that maybe one of those doesn't survive. It's usually not a big alarm or surprise that you have twins in the mare, because almost always it is due to a double ovulation. So when you're timing that mare up, she either has multiple dominant follicles on one ovary or one on each ovary. And they tend to do that as, again, as a familial situation. Those mares tend to have a history of being double ovulators. So do cattle. I got clients that they have cows and it is just straight gold. They have 2 calves every year. And they have 2 heifers. I mean, it's like unbelievable. But so it's usually not a surprise. If I chose to wait to day 28, if there was an alarming size disparity, or I can look for a heartbeat, okay, and understand this, that one, if that ovulation really took like close to 24 hours for each one to happen, that could be enough age gap that one moves on and leaves the other one kind of behind, and it naturally gets reduced. The problem now is, if I think one's not going to make it, I could consider rupturing it, but now these guys could be locked right together side by side in one horn. And if I choose to rupture the smaller one, I accidentally cause damage to the healthy one. So now you have an assumed risk. But let's say everything is normal, and I see that nice, happy 28-day pregnancy there. When am I gonna ask? So what is magical about day 28? I told you you can go ahead and see that heartbeat, but why would I want to not wait any longer than that to double check everything is on track? What's the next big phenomenon in that mare's gestation? So it's stuck there. It's stuck there. It's not going to move. Cervix closed about a day or two after we bred her. Locked everything down. But you do need to check it. You do need to check it if she's a mare that's had a cervical injury or scar. You play all those things on individuals, stick them up. So the uterus is relaxing. Shouldn't be any big concern. Okay, remember anything special about the marriage or gestation? Endometrial cups. What are endometrial cups? So, indirectly, yes. So, where do they come from? Anybody remember? So they come from chorionic girdle cells, okay? And where are they going to show up? Something to do close by or near to day 28, right? Usually by 35 days. Okay, after 30 days, but by 30 days, we should have functional endometrial cups. Now, what I told we had an answer. I gave correct answer of indirect production of progesterone. How does that happen? No, because that would be direct production of progesterone. They do end up with an increase of progesterone in the system, but not through a direct, not through producing it themselves. What do the endometrial cups produce? ECG, equine chorionic gonadotropin. All right, sounds a lot like what other drug we talked about? HCG. What did HCG do? It was a what analog? LH analog, luteinizing hormone. This mare starts producing her own luteinizing hormone from an independent source. Why would that be an advantage? What's the point? What's the goal of producing all this extra LH? That's not really helping maintain the pregnancy, right? Can luteinize anything else that's sensitive to LH, right? What else might we have? Yeah, any other follicles? When this mare gets pregnant, does she quit having follicular waves? No, she doesn't. Do follicular waves. If she's biphasic or triphasic? Most of the time, I see these mares tend to be biphasic. Okay, they'll roll up a wave, it dies in mid-diestrus, and then you'll see the next group of, you see like a couple of 20s, and then one of those will die off. Once one gets to say 25, 28, one will kind of take over, and then you'll follow that all the way out to ovulation. But even though she's pregnant, we're still having waves. And why is that happening? Drip, drip, drip. GnRH. Drip, drip, drip. We're never shutting off the drip. All that progesterone from that CL of the pregnancy, from that fertilized ovulation, is producing progesterone that is causing a negative feedback on the HPG axis, but ultimately to prevent what? What half of the hypothalamus? The surge. Okay, we're going to make sure there's no more ovulations. maintenance of pregnancy. All right, y'all follow me? So we always have drip, 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 which means we always have a little bit of GnRH in the background, which means we have a little bit of FSH, a little bit of LH, okay? We shut down, though, the second half, and then don't allow that surge center to be tickled. We won't have any more ovulations. And really not trying to make it more complicated. Some animals may do that. Don't worry about those. Okay? Don't worry about those. That'll happen. It doesn't matter. Okay? She's already pregnant. She's already pregnant. All right. So, what would adding LH do to all of those follicular waves? So normally those follicles would do what? Atresia. Pick a fate. There's only 4 things we talked about. Okay? So again, they would normally undergo atresia. But if I get them up to a selected phase, and I throw some LH in there, what can happen? They can luteinize. So now I have a mare, and let's say we were watching this right ovary. When we bred her on Saturday afternoon about 1:30, 2 o'clock, it was a 42 millimeter follicle, and it was really, really soft. Really soft. And I made y'all come back up here at 6 o'clock. We ultrasounded her. It was still there, but now it's been 4 to 6 hours after we bred her. So what can we do to her uterus? What do you want to do to this mare's uterus after you bred her 4 to 6 hours later? What do you do to her uterus 4 to 6 hours later after you bred her? Huh? Wash it. Yeah. Lavage it. So we came up here for afternoon treatments. We lavaged that mare, and then I made y'all come back at 10 o'clock. We ultrasounded her one more time. Ovulation gone. So we did good. We got semen in about 8 hours before ovulation. We've already lavaged her uterus. Hey, we got her here. Let's lavage her one more time. Made y'all come up here in the middle of the night, give oxytocin every 2 or 3 hours, and now we feel good. All right. We got this mare pregnant. Now we're rocking out there. We're days 35 and 40. Still got a question?
Okay, for people who don't know, why would a lot of people do this? Like, what's the purpose behind it, besides obviously the money, if we're doing?
That's the most of it.
Isn't it?
But most of what we're putting in that mare is expenders.
Oh,
You know, when you collect a stallion, you're going to spin down and filter out most of the seminal plasma and add a large quantity of expender. And a lot of these mares will have pretty intense reactions to that. The other part of it is, you know, that volume of expender is oftentimes way more than the volume of ejaculate. So you have excess fluid, okay? And then if you have all that fluid, and this mare has any uterine insufficiencies, which almost all of them, all the good ones do, it's just going to sit there, okay? And remember, when is that conceptus going to drop down into that uterus? Day 4 or 5, right? So remember, we can lavage that uterus for 3 or 4 days, right? So one advantage now is there to luteinizing all of these concurrent or the successive follicular waves that occur. More progesterone, right? So progesterone for gestation. So it is her backup plan to support that CL of pregnancy. One of the greatest problems I told you all that we have with mares is not getting them pregnant. It is maintenance of. Okay? And that is twofold. It always has, remember, pregnancy and maintaining gestation. You know, ovary's got to do its job to begin with. Uterus has got to, you know, have a clean house, functional house to live in. But we have to understand, and one of the differences in all these big species is where those sources of progesterone will occur or come from throughout gestation. Almost all of these animals, at some point, the placenta will kick in and start assisting with that. But for instance, like in a cow, 283-day gestation is usually about 180 days before before that placenta ever gets mature enough to kick in and start helping. Okay, so for 6 months, it's all on that little CL of pregnancy. Maintain that moving gestation. All right, so understand now, if I get to the point, if I get to 35 days, and I have endometrial cups develop, we know they're making HCG, which is a luteinizing hormone, and it is luteinizing successive follicular waves to add secondary or accessory CLs. Okay, that's what they're called. So when I ultrasound this mare, I do it at 28 days. That would be about a week before, and I think I told y'all 30, 35. 35 to 40 is probably the more correct window. I think I said 30 to 35. 35 to 40 is probably the more appropriate window there for endometrial cups being formed and functional. Why 28 days? Why would I have any care about ultrasounding that fetus or that conceptus, not fetus probably, but the conceptus at day 28, giving it a week ahead of those endometrial cups? What else happens to that mare? What is the major significance? You told me what it does, but there's another very significant phenomenon about the development of those endometrial cups. It could, but probably not. If she gets to day 35 and makes endometrial cups and they become functional, it doesn't matter if you or God himself come down and removes that fetus from her womb, her body will go through gestation. There is no turning back. You can give her luteinized, all the luteinized you want. She can lyse every CL. She'll spit that conceptus out. That's fine, but she's making all that LH, and she'll just make another corpus luteum, and she just keeps acting like she's pregnant until the clock quits ticking way out there somewhere around 330, 345 days. So if for some reason we get to day 28 and this conceptus does not look normal, way smaller than normal, heartbeat really slow, something is not right, or we have twins and they haven't reduced themselves and they're stuck right next to each other, and we don't want to take the risk of rupturing one without the other, this is the appointment where we need to terminate the pregnancy and start over and be able to breed her again within this long day season. You follow me on that logic? If we wait past day 35 and she loses that pregnancy, or you decide to make her spit it out, doesn't matter. She's going on. She's moving forward with the gestation, conceptus or not, because of endometrial cups. She'll not come back in heat until next long day season. Is that the first time y'all heard that?
Yeah.
I feared that. Y'all follow me? Now that's crazy, right? That's crazy. Now do you understand why I talk about when we're breeding these mares, even though she really may not ovulate until April, sometimes May, we start working them up in January and February. We're going to start breeding them. If she ovulates, we want spermatozoa there to meet. On top of that, they want these mares to foal as early in the year as possible, because in the horse world, it doesn't matter what day of what month you were born in. As soon as the calendar rolls over to the next year, you're 1 year old. If you were born on Christmas Day, next week, you're a yearling. So if you can be born on January 1, the next year when it is January 1 and they call you a yearling, you're actually a year old. My point is, the foal that was born on Christmas Day is 8 days old. I'm 365 days old. But when we go through training and we meet on the track, I'm going to be 360 days older than you. So the goal is get bred as soon as I can, have a foal very early in winter, February, so that I can have the oldest baby. And cattle people do the same thing. In this part of the world, we typically calve in, between Thanksgiving and Christmas, November, December. If you're showing calves, they're born in August. Why? Because I want mine to be 3 months older than everybody else's and have 300 more pounds. Look bigger, faster, stronger. And we're all going to say he was born in 2018. Well, I'm a fall calver. August does not really fall to me, but in their calendar is. You find that logic? It's all about a market and there's a demand for that. But that's the way the equine world works. So we have to pay attention to that mare. We're going to get her bred really, really early. If she gets pregnant and loses it, okay, or we had to terminate it prior to 35 days, we still have a chance to get her bred before short days. If she gets to day 35 with a gestation and she loses it, she's going to do the pregnancy thing and she's going to act pregnant for the rest of the time. Just like that bitch that goes through pseudocyesis and there's no real conceptus. Just like the little goat that has cloudburst. There's no conceptus. When her body reached the point where there was maintenance of pregnancy, there's enough progesterone there to ride her out through a normal gestational window. Follow that? Alright, that's all normal. Endometrial cups, they're very important. Now, let's switch gears to iatrogenic. How in the world do I cause luteinization without ovulation? If I was to short cycle her, so what do you give if you are short cycling something? PGF2 alpha. So we're in diestrus, we're going to shorten it, not make it go 10 or 12 days, we're going to shorten it, and we'll allow her to move forward towards ovulation. Now, in ovulation induction, we would be giving GnRH or LH because we're trying to mimic a spike and make her ovulate. Y'all understand the difference in those two? Somebody says we are short cycling, we're going to know that she is in a phase of her estrous cycle, diestrus, that she would be responsive to prostaglandins, give her prostaglandin, remove CL, fall in progesterone, rising estrogen, LH spike, ovulate. If you're doing ovulation induction, we've already got a dominant follicle, we just need an LH spike. Alright? So, it wouldn't occur during a short cycling, but during basically any time that you are trying to create ovulation induction or cause ovulation induction, you would be giving one of two drugs. Which drugs are you going to use to cause ovulation induction? GnRH or LH. So if we have follicles that are sensitive to LH, we could cause them to luteinize just like what happens in the mare. She gets this exogenous source of LH, whether you did it through a dose of cisterellin or whether you did it through a dose of HCG, doesn't matter. If there are selected follicles somewhere, they can luteinize.
So when you're short cycling and you give the PGF2 alpha, would you follow up with the GnRH or is that more for synchronization?
Okay, hold that thought. Hold that thought. And then that's where it becomes a very complicated matter. Not that the physiology is complicated, but it becomes very clinician or farm dependent on which protocol works for their management practices. Okay? And we're gonna look at that in just a minute. Yes, ma'am. Yes, but the next big thing that's going to happen, because we already have a dominant follicle, or we have a follicle that is moving towards dominance, because we didn't intentionally give some LH spike, it's just going to move on its normal. take it 3 to 5 days because we said we don't know where she's at, particularly in a follicular way. So if we just walk out in the pasture and we just give all these cows a dose of prostaglandin today. I got 21 cows in the herd, and I'm going to give everybody a dose of prostaglandin. How many cows will have a CL and luteinized and lyse those CL? Depends on where they're at in their cycle, okay, which is the biggest window of the cycle, which phase is the largest cycle, part of the cycle. Diestrus, or the what phase? Luteal phase. Remember, medestrus and diestrus make up the luteal phase. So if it's fairly half and half, we're going to have half our cows, most likely, laws of probability say we're going to have half the cows in follicular phase, half the cows in a luteal phase. We go out there and give everybody a dose of prostaglandin. How many do you think are going to be like CLs? Half of them, whoever's got a CL, right? All those cows in a luteal phase. Let's do this real quick. I'm going to turn around and look at my wheel here, okay? This is, what I want you to do is, we're going to imagine that we have this herd of cows. Okay, so the estrus cycle on cow? 21, 18 to 20. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18. Okay, these are all my cows. Half of them anyway. There's another cow in there, and there, and there. Okay, y'all follow that? We'll just draw the evens here. 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. Okay? Let's pretend like this herd's a perfect herd. A perfect herd. Been breeding a long time. Okay, got the perfect herd. And not only do I have 21 cows, but they are all on a separate day of their estrus cycle. Cow number 1 is on day 1. Cow number 14 is on day 14. So this is as even as we can get for division of follicular phases and luteal phases. So in your mind, these numbers can stand for the cow number, but it also stands for her day of estrus cycle. Okay, let's play that game. All right? What cows, tell me what numbers of cows are going to be in diestrus? 10 through 14. All right, what cows are going to be in estrus? Y'all told me this the other day when we had the other side of the board. When we drew it out on a line graph, and we showed you the hormones. Around zero, right? Okay, that's where, in a estrus cycle, that's where we are starting over. So the cows that are right here around 21 and 1, these are our cows that are in estrus. So when we go out there, there should be 1 or 2 cows looking and acting like they're in heat. All right? So that means that all my girls that are on day 2, day 3 or 4, what are they doing? Medestrus, because they just ovulated 2, 3, or 4 days ago, right? So what's the dominant structure? CH, corpus hemorrhagicum, that blood clot, that matrix, that CLs, granulosa cells and theca cells are trying to convert to luteal tissue. Estrogen's at a peak, looking for LH. Estrogen has fallen, progesterone is rising. So what now are my cows somewhere around day 6 or 7? What are they doing? They are in diestrus, okay? And what is their dominant structure? CL3, CH1, 2, 3, CL3, full diestrus, max progesterone. And then remember, we rode that wave of progesterone all the way out until when? Like 15, 16. Yeah, when, what would happen to stay in diestrus. She needs to see interferon tau to stay in diestrus. If she doesn't, what happens? PGF2 alpha, and when's that going to happen? About day 15 or so. So everybody that is in this window of diestrus, okay, is from there to there. All right, so we get out to cows number 15 or 16 or so. What's she doing? She's in proestrus because I lysed that CL. I had some PGF2 alpha somewhere there, so she is in proestrus. Progesterone is falling. What is rising? Estrogen. And now I am back to looking at cows number 20, 21, somewhere around 0 being in estrus. So all of my cows, somewhere around day 6 or 7, somewhere around 14, 15, they're all in diestrus. Do you appreciate that half of my herd at any given time is going to be in the luteal phase and have a functional CL? So if I come out here and we run 21 head through the chute and they all get 5 cc's of luteolize, how many cows are going to be removed from the luteal phase? We are going to functionally alter half of those cows, anybody that was in diestrus. Now, let's slow that down and let's look. All right, day 0-ish, so that means day 20, 21, number 1, some of those give or take a few hours. These girls right in that little window, and I'm not asking you to say, because this mythical 21-day herd could have been 18, could have been 24, right? And so we got to punch those numbers. Just work with me in my little parable here. Oh, those cows that we're saying are in estrus, if we give her a dose of PGF2 alpha, what happens? Nothing. Nothing happens. Every action, there's an equal or opposite reaction. Uterus might contract, right? But did I physiologically alter her estrus cycle? No, because she's going to ovulate anyway. She's got peak estrogen, and she's already having an LH spike. She's in standing heat. She's going to ovulate. We didn't alter anything about her. If I come over here to these girls that I'm saying are in metaestrus, 2 to 5, if I give them a dose of prostaglandin, do I physiologically alter anything about their cycle? Why? There's no corpus luteum. There's no structure that is sensitive, or we said yesterday, it's not reactive. The CH is a little bit active, meaning it's starting to make progesterone, but it is not. So it's physiologically active, but it's not physiologically reactive, meaning sensitive to those other hormones. Now I get to day 6. I got a CL3, cow number 6, or any one of those cows out there pushing around day 15. If I give them a dose of luteolize, what happens? I rupture or lyse that CL. What does she do next? We push her theoretically back towards day 1. Okay, I heard that. Understand that we're really going to take her anywhere from day 6 to day 15-ish, and we're going to dump her over here with the cows that are like 18 and 20. How can I do that? How can I move her within the herd?
You're skipping.
I'm skipping diestrus. I am short cycling her. I am going to remove her from this extended period of diestrus and say, go on, sugar, get in proestrus. Get up there with the other girls. We're going to take her out of this window and we're going to put her over here. Now, why do I have to say I can only put her in that proestral group? I don't know if she's going to be a day 20er, or I don't know if she should be the new number 17. Why do I have to say I'm just going to put her in that group? Because I don't know where she's at in her follicular wave. she could have just gotten a selected cohort and it's gonna take her 3 or 4 more days, or she could already have a dominant follicle that's clearly defined itself, and I just wish this CL would get out of my way so that I could graduate. And that may take 24 hours. We may give her those lutelites today, come out in the morning, and she may be hot as a firecracker. And you better, if she's in heat tomorrow morning, what are we going to do to her? We're going to breed her tomorrow evening when we get home. All right, y'all follow me on that logic? Does that make sense? That is how short cycling works. Now, let's move forward. Let's get back to this iatrogenic mechanism. Yes, sir.
So basically when you jump, you just checking on them every day.
Maybe. This is where, what's her name? Amanda, this is where it gets
What
complicated.
you get by GNRH.
This is where you get to choose. This is where you get to choose. I think my farmers understand this. Understand this. If I kick her out to the pro-estrus group, I got to go check every morning, every evening. What do we call that? That's a lot of work. Sitting in a pickup truck for 15 minutes twice a day. Smoke cigarette, chew tobacco. Old man have a little bump. A little bottle in the front seat. My papa sit out there all the time. Watching cows. We got to do estrus detection. We got to do heat watch if we just want to kick her out. But if we want to have ovulation synchronization, then we've got to come in there and time up that LH spike. And we can either do that, most likely in a cow, with some other dose of GnRH. All right, so originally, prostaglandin, understand this, prostaglandin came on the market, it changed everything. There is no GnRH, there's no push and no reset, but we understand CL, and we understand that they're sensitive to prostaglandin. We get it in the bottle. You understand why they called that short cycling? Waiting a week to me is not that short. If you always had to wait 18 to 24 days, a week, 3 to 5 days is ridiculously short. Just like when they made LA200 long acting. You only had to give a cow an antibiotic shot every other day as opposed to twice a day. That's long acting. Not anymore, 2 days, that's not good for me. I want something to last 10, 12 days. One shot, get it all done. All right. So when we develop prostaglandin, this is figured out. One shot, half the herd comes in heat. If I can get half the herd, why can't, how's some way we can get the whole herd? Just using prostaglandin. Don't use the fine knowledge that I've bestowed upon you about GnRH and what the abilities you can do to the mammalian body. You only have prostaglandin at your disposal. I already gave everybody one shot. And granted, this is not being smart and going through there and saying who actually has a CL. I could palpate them all and see who has a CL. If you have a CL, I'll give you a shot. You'll all be in heat 3 to 5 days. How can I blindly treat this herd with prostaglandin? Somebody said it. Give them all another shot. When? 3 to 5 days. 3 to 5 days, but they're all going to be in estrus. Would it do anything if I gave them all another shot? When can I give them all another shot? 7 days? So, pick a cow. What about number 12? Dose of prostaglandin, right? So if we give her prostaglandin, good old number 12, all reliable. We give her a dose of prostaglandin, we move her up to about day 18 or so, somewhere in there, right? So that was 1 day. Tomorrow she'll be in day 18. What I'm asking you is, I'm going to put her in heat. She's going to ovulate soon. When would she be sensitive again? She's going to have to get over here close to around 7 or so, right? So How many days is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Do you follow that logic? Pick another cow, number 8. If I give her Lutalize, where does she go? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Sensitive again. What happened to these girls that were in mid-estrus? Day 14, where is she 10 days late? Day 4, where is she at on day 10 days later? Is she sensitive? What about these girls that were about to ovulate? She's on day 20. Where is she going to be in 10 days? Is she sensitive? 2 doses of Lutalize, 10 to 14 days apart, blindly to an entire herd, will give your entire herd estrus synchronization. Once I give that, we give an injection on Monday. Roll everybody through the chute Monday. That means we come back next Thursday, run everybody back through the chute, give them a second injection. Now what's going to happen to all of our cows? They're going to be in heat when? 3 to 5 days. We're putting them in proestrus. That's a really logical time frame too, because I do it on Monday as soon as I get home from work. I do it on Thursday as soon as I get home from work. Full 24 hours, somebody could be in heat, but it's Friday afternoon. I got time to run by the liquor store, get another bottle, another pack of smokes, and I can sit in the truck all weekend watching for cows ride each other. And every time they do, I go out there and I breed one of them. I know y'all think that's crazy, but I mean that is the life of a lot of older people. That is their business week and during breeding season. My mentor, Dr. And they got a new roll of Skull Wintergreen, you got a new bottle of something, and you just go sit there and watch cows all weekend. So that is 2 shots. That is on the bottle. That's what the product got its label for. That is the original estrus synchronization. Now, that's a lot of work. Now I got 21 cows to keep up with who's mounting who and who's mounting who, and I got to see a tag, and over at the dairy at Auburn when I worked over do heat watch twice a day. Anybody in heat? Yep. Who was it? Black and white one. Numbers. His numbers. What would be smarter now knowing what you know? I'm probably out of time already. Last question of the day. Now that you're this smart and you understand prostaglandins and physiology, instead of making me work all that hard, what can I do? What would be a better plan? Force everybody by synchronization, give everybody dose of GnRH. Remember what happened when we gave the first dose? What did I tell you? If we blindly give the whole herd 1 dose, what's going to happen to half the herd? Give 1 injection, do heat watch, breed half the herd. Anybody that you don't breed, you give a dose in 10 days, breed the other half of the herd. Dr. Carson called that the shot and a half method. Because you gave everybody 1 shot, and then you only had to give half the herd a second shot, because the half of the herd that you gave the first injection to, that they lysed that CL and they all came into heat, we bred them. And that way we only have half the work to do on 2 different weekends, as opposed to worrying about breeding the whole herd. Saves money, saves time, less work. Okay, that is the original estrus synchronization. And then Monday we'll look at actual